Good morning everyone, or good evening, or good night, or whatever time you're watching this video. I went from this to this, and let me tell you how I did it. There was no strict dieting, there was no exercise routine, there was no commitment or dieting or whatsoever. I did it the most simplest way. I actually made lifestyle changes, not just doing things for a period of time. I did not do that. Let me tell you everything that I did that made a significant impact on my overall health as well as my physique. I lost so much weight and fat. By the way, weight and fat are two different things. Losing weight and losing fat are not the same thing. I did not restrict myself. I did not go through crazy workout schedules or crazy routines or strict dieting because I'm not that kind of person. I did not do that, but I will start. I will, because I need to get ready for summer. But let me tell you how I went from this to this. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. First, let me tell you guys how I got fat in the first place. Now, I gained a lot of weight. Let me tell you why. One, I was ordering out every single day. During this phase of my life, I was going through a lot. Like, I was working 24/7. The minute I woke up, I was working. Before I went to bed, I was working. So I had literally no time to cook. So I was ordering out every single day for months. And that is how I gained a lot of weight and fat. So ordering out was one of the biggest things that just made my physical health go downhill. Number two, stress. Like I was saying, I was working a lot, so I had a lot of stress going on in my life. Like work. I was a workaholic during these times, so I gained a lot of weight because when you are stressed and when you're not sleeping properly, basically when you're stressed, it can be really bad for your health, mentally and physically. So your body really does not understand when it's going through stress. So it releases unwanted hormones, which makes your appetite increase, and you start eating and craving a lot of junk food, not even healthy food. That's the problem. You start craving a lot of junk food, a lot of sweets, and things that you should not be really eating, things that are really unhealthy. And number three, I was not sleeping well. Like I said, because I was working, I was not sleeping. I was just so concentrated on working. I would sleep for like 4 or 3 hours, and that was it. And that is super unhealthy. Sleep is very important. Now, I'm not want to talk about sleeping just yet, but sleep is very important. So those are the three things that happened, and I was not walking around. I was sitting on a desk and I was just working. So I was not getting any kind of exercise. I was not moving. I was literally just sitting and eating food. And by the way, my kitchen was so clean for these months because I was not cooking at all. Like, I literally had to dust my pans and utensils when I first started cooking, when I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna order out anymore. That was literally the case. Anyways, now let me tell you how I lost this weight and fat. Number one, I cut out sugar, oily food, and junk food. So I literally cut off all kinds of candy. So when I was going through stress period, I was eating lots and lots of candy. All kinds of chocolates, muffins, tort, that's actually in Russian, cakes. I was eating a lot of junk food, and like McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, Pizza Hut. I was eating all kinds of things. So I immediately stopped doing that, and after a week, I even stopped craving them. Until this day, I don't crave a lot of sweets until I'm on my period, and that is about it. So I stopped eating sweets, cakes, junk food, and fried foods. Anything that was going into the frying pan, immediately no. I stopped frying a lot of things. I would either bake it or boil it. And I also did cut out salt. So if I was boiling something, like if I wanted to eat a chicken breast, I would not add salt in my food. So there was basically no salt in my food. I add salt now, but those days I did not add salt when I was losing weight and fat. Number two, I did cardio and I started moving around a lot. So when I say cardio, I was basically doing dance workouts for 45 minutes, and I was enjoying what I was doing. So I was not doing specific workouts for my back, for my booty, for my abs. I did not do abs at all. I was basically just dancing around for 45 minutes, and then I would go for a walk. I was counting my steps. I would try to get like 10,000 steps a day, at least 7,000 steps a day. So I used to have a dog, so I would walk my dog, or I would just go out for fresh air. I would walk. So I would try to get at least 10,000 steps a day. Plus I would do things like dance workouts, basically cardio, or I would do aerobics, or I would literally just blast music around the house and just dance. And that's what I would do, and I would actually burn calories. Like on my Apple Watch, I would burn like 200 calories just dancing. So that's basically what I did, because it was really difficult for me to like go from not working out to working out all of a sudden. My body could not handle that. So I wanted to slowly introduce physical activity into my life again, so that is what I did. I just started dancing around and walking, and that's basically what I did. And I still walk to this day. I actually walk a lot. So yeah. Number 3, I stopped eating at inappropriate times. Like I said, when I was working, I was basically eating breakfast during dinner time. I was eating lunch during I don't even know when. So I started scheduling my eating habits. I would eat breakfast at breakfast time, lunch at lunchtime, and I would have snacks like fruits during the evening between lunch to dinner, and that is basically it. I would not snack after dinner, and I would always eat dinner around 7 p.m. and go to bed at 11 p.m. So all the food that I've eaten has time to digest before I went to bed. So basically before I go to bed, my stomach was basically empty. Some days, especially in the beginning, I would get really hungry, but I would just sleep it off, and the next day I wake up, I eat a good breakfast, and I'm good to go. I'm fresh, I have energy, and just amazing. Perfect. Love it. So I basically stopped eating at inappropriate times. I would not eat between breakfast and lunch, or in between lunch and dinner. I would eat at the right time. Damn, I know my mom wishes that was me when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, I would eat whenever I want. But like, obviously we had rules as well. Number 4, I would drink lots and lots of water and natural juices. Now, drinking water, you guys already understand, when you drink water, your appetite basically decreases, you crave less food. So I would basically drink water before my meals as well as after my meals, so that I don't eat too much, because when you're stress eating, you eat a lot. And I was also drinking natural juices, which I really freaking enjoy, and I still do it to this day. I would make juices like celery juice, detox juices, or juice for my gut, for my liver, for my lungs, for periods. I would make natural juices with vegetables and fruits, and I would not buy juice off the market. I would not do that. So I completely cut off artificial juice, like, you know, those mango juices you get at the store. I stopped doing that because there's so many artificial ingredients in it. There are so many preservatives, sugars that you don't really need. I would drink natural juices that were really good for my body, and trust me, my skin started glowing so well. Ever since I stopped eating sugar, I started dancing, I started sleeping well, I stopped stressing. My skin and my body changed immediately. I saw results in like just a few days. I stopped bloating. My skin was not going through the acne phase anymore. I was doing great. And the last one is sleep. Now, I'm still not want to talk about this, but sleep is really important. When I was in my weight loss and like fat loss journey, I was actually sleeping well. I was sleeping for 7.5 hours to 8 hours. I would sleep well, because sleep is really important, because when you don't sleep, your body does not understand that you're just not sleeping. Your body thinks of it as you're going through stress, and it does not understand what you're doing. It does not understand that you're just watching Netflix or you're partying with your friends. Your body does not understand that, so it releases stress hormones. So when you don't sleep, you gain weight, and that just happens because when you don't sleep, your body releases stress hormones, and your stress hormones release those cravings. You start craving food, and you start craving the most unhealthiest food. The stress hormone in your body basically releases those kind of hormones that you crave, things like cake, soda, artificial shit, things that are not good for your body. KFC, pizza, all unhealthy things is what you're gonna crave for when you are going through stress or when you don't sleep. So sleep is really important. Now, my sleep schedule is really bad right now. I'm gonna be honest, it has been really bad, but you know, I'm trying. But those days I was actually sleeping well, and I was eating well, and I was actually moving around. So those are basically the 5 things that I did to lose body fat and lose weight. But here's one thing. I kind of stopped doing that because, you know, I stopped doing that, and I noticed that I was losing weight. I was continuously losing weight, but I am not losing fat. And some weeks I would gain fat, but I would still be losing weight. So that is the issue. So I'm kind of dealing with that right now. That is the reason I'm not making any fitness videos, because I'm trying to get to a healthy weight, because I'm currently underweight and I don't want to be underweight. I want to be healthy, so I'm working towards that. So I know a lot of you guys always want me to make fitness videos, weight loss videos, fat loss videos, but it's kind of impossible for me to do that right now because I am trying to be healthy. I'm trying to get to my goal weight, be in a healthy weight range, and that is why I'm not making fitness videos, but I'm gonna be back on it soon. I swear I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying to eat healthy again. I'm trying to sleep well. I'm trying to do everything as much as I can. So give me some time. I will get back into fitness videos everyone has been asking me for. Just give me some time. I promise I'm gonna get back into it. So yeah, that is basically what I did, and like I said, there was no commitment, there was no strict dieting. These are basically lifestyle changes that I did, which I still do to this day, except for the sleep part, but I still do the rest of the things. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section down below what other videos you guys would love to watch, and I would love to make them for you. And yeah, that is it for this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.